Welcome back to another edition of Reality Check, your weekly deep dive into all things American Idol, The Voice, and Damien.
The Damien?
666.
Damien is a new show on A&E. The little boy from The Omen, he's now grown up, and it's like, hey, you're the Antichrist.
Wait, what? Why? Why do you do these things?
He's coming. The Beast.
I think they should have made it into a reality show and been like, America's Next Top, Damien. I've seen some kids like out at the mall and in the store. They could be a contender if they just had the right platform. We are in a week with unprecedented music releases from Idol alum.
Yeah.
There's new stuff out from Fantasia and Chris Allen and Halo Circus. And Grandpa Nick. There's a lot of music coming out. It's good. I'm happy. You're only gonna see like 1 out of every 7 of them on the Idol stage at any point this season because it's all gonna be over in about 3 weeks. But hey, there's always gonna be room for Demi Lovato. I tried it. Melinda, let's talk Idol top 8 down to top 6 week. There's kind of only one thing to discuss, right? Cue the didgeridoo. One thing I can tell you, it was like a... It was that.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free.
And then she hit those high notes at the end. And I didn't think I wanted to hear about old Flat Top again.
Got to be a joker, he just do what he pleases.
I mean, old Flat Top, he's been grooving up slowly on Idol like 1,000,000 times. But it was up there with like the Crystal, Carly,
Yeah.
Chris, and Candace versions.
Well, yeah.
Got to be good looking, 'cause he's so hard to see.
Dare I say it might have been my favorite come together in Idol history?
Got to be good looking, 'cause he's so hard to see.
I don't know. I feel like Carly might hold that for me.
On the girl, right now, over me.
Carly doing it was so unexpected for me that it held a special place. However, LaPortia, there was this stank on that. Just a stank.
Got to be a joker, he just do what he please.
I have to talk about the styling. I have to. I don't want to, but I have to talk about the styling.
No.
She's got to fire her stylist. Like, whoever is styling her, she's now 1 for 4. That outfit looked like it was made from hefty garbage bags, and then like weird sleeve stuff going on. She's got to be able to find a stylist who can make her look hot and glamorous and relevant. Like, that look this week, to me, was a signal that Scott Borchetta and the producers don't really want her to win.
Maybe the stylist has never seen a curve in their entire life. Just, please, y'all, please, because we know she's gonna be here next week. So let's maybe think about it.
The only person whose outfit this week like made me go nah, even more was J-Lo's. She literally redefined hanging on by a thread.
I couldn't even focus on what was happening. Thankfully, they started with duets that I didn't want to focus on, but still.
I've seen less boob on an episode of Game of Thrones.
Listen, her boobs are impressive. Her
They're
abs, impressive.
Right.
All
Did you
that.
say abs or ass?
Abs.
Okay. The other things, I mean, everything. You know?
I mean, it is all impressive, but I did say abs. But she's impressive. I just, I don't want to see that every shot.
Look, I would be glad to not look at her boobs, but like you just keep putting them in my face, and now it's starting to feel aggressive. Poor Thea Magia aged another 5 years just so that J-Lo's cleavage could stay in that dress. This show is going off the rails. You can tell we're in our last season too, because we're just putting it all out there. Not as much as J-Lo. A strong number 2 behind LaPortia was Trent. Everything I was not digging about Trent during top 10 week, I was digging about him during top 8 week. I thought that vocal on Stand By Me was pretty close to perfect.
It's the sky that we look upon, should crumble and fall.
If it wasn't for the wah wah section,
I actually appreciated that section too. I appreciated the entire thing.
Darling, darling, stand by me.
Basically, it was the LaPortia and Trent show for me. Theirs was the only duet I liked. The only duet I liked. And then the two of them gave such stellar solo performances that I was like, are there other people?
he did an awful lot, and normally I would be like, a little showy for me, but somehow he made that work.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stand by me.
I didn't disagree with Keith that I would still like him to come from a slightly more emotional place.
Pick those stylistic moments so that the bulk of the performance is emotional based, and then you pick those moments for stylistic impact, but don't lean too heavy on them.
And I think maybe that's just about picking songs that capture his life experience a little more. But this week they were limited on song choice, so I can't ding him. The tragedy of this week is that the third best performance was the person who went home.
PYT was hot. I'm
was
sorry.
I want to love you. Pretty young thing. You need some loving. Some the love and care.
It's not easy to do Michael Jackson, and I normally get upset when people sing PYT on Idol. Like I just normally do. And now that I've heard Tori Kelly do PYT, you basically can't. You can't. However, the swag that she brought to that song, the way she just kind of sits in the beat and just sings it like it's easy to her, but she's feeling every second of it. Her pitch was on point. Her attitude was on point. All of it.
Pretty young things. Repeat after me. Say na 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 na. Na na na.
You know, she's like Debrat. She's functified. She's got that little extra groove to everything she does. You know, even on the duet, she had groove, and I loved that. And I'm gonna miss that because nobody else exactly, except for LaPortia when she does up tempo, but nobody else is giving me that mood or that flavor. There's a lot of soullessness percolating up through into the top 6, and I don't even know how Avalon was in the bottom, coming off of Worth It.
And you deserve it. The way you work it.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Remember
You have a theory.
last season with Ray Vaughn, every time he was in the bottom, people forgot to vote again. Like, I think the way they're showing this show,
There's that feeling of this person got saved, so there's a feeling of safety around them when in fact they're not saved. They need your votes because that was also their performance for voting this week. It's a very weird vibe because you just feel a sense of relief. You don't feel any sense of urgency to vote for that person. But it's a damn shame that one of the 3 or 4 best people, I think inarguably she was top 4 material, is out. She didn't even make the top 6. It just sucks.
I need my top 4. I needed it to be LaPortia, Trent, Avalon, and Mackenzie. That needed to be my top 4.
Yeah, you earned it.